stuff.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bisons of San Antonio taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's out right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They snap it at one. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check two. Check.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action. possession.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Ritter from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
17. Right.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ultra.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Ritter fires quickly out wide. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Bisons 10, Broncos 7.
Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 42 yards. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
First down, Bison.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ritter. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Throw out wide is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Ritter to throw it. Towards the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. Ritter has it knocked down. It's picked up by the Broncos.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Flipped off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Ritter now. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Ritter. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw, Ritter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Desmond Ritter in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bisons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for the touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Bisons 33, Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 30 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to that. They wouldn't be in this situation.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ritter from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made him pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 195 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Robinson on the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and 1, Wilson being chased out left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Wilson going to change things up here.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich, 74 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
First down, here's Ritter. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bisons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now Wilson. Touchdown Broncos. Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Bryson.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run again here with Robinson.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Ritter. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that sealed. Touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for San Antonio, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.